Hey guys, I wanted to jump on today and address that terrible feeling you get when you pitch yourself to an editor of a blog or a major publication and you hear crickets. I think our inclination is to think that no answer means no. And if you've watched me and listened to me before, you know that I do not believe that. And I believe in the power of the follow-up. And in fact, over 60% of what we land for our clients, we land on the follow-up email. But I want you to understand what actually happens when you email an editor at one of these publications. And I got this insight from an editor at Women's Health. I was in New York City recently and I was able to sit down with an editor at Women's Health. And we were talking about when clients pitch themselves as an expert source. So when you say, hey, I know all about this subject. If you guys are ever writing a piece about it, I would love to be featured. You can interview me. You can quote me, okay? That's one great way to pitch yourself for coverage. But when you do that and you don't hear anything, what does it actually mean? Well, what this editor told me that she does is she saves your email. So it stays in her inbox and she probably doesn't have time to reply. If they're not working on a story that relates to your area of specialty right now, she doesn't reply because she just doesn't have the time for the number of inquiries that she gets. However, she leaves it in her inbox because as they're having their planning meetings and they're talking about upcoming stories, she does keyword searches in her inbox to find the experts, okay? So don't get discouraged if you're not getting that reply from an editor right away. It doesn't mean no. Not only can you follow up and sometimes prompt a response faster, but you will find the more that you pitch yourself for these kind of opportunities, the more that 2 weeks down the road, a month down the road, 3 months down the road, I've had it happen an entire year later because I'm telling you, this editor at Women's Health is not the only one who does this. They all do it, okay? I do it as a journalist. They have a new story that they're working on. Maybe it's an area they've never written about before, or they just don't have a depth chart of experts on that topic. And so they do a keyword search in their inbox looking for experts who have pitched themselves previously. So don't get discouraged if you're not hearing back. Continue to put yourself out there. Continue to send those pitches and make sure you've got the right keywords in there so that they can find you when they do those keyword searches in their inbox. If you've got questions for me, drop those in the comments and I will be sure and get back to you. Until then, happy pitching.